Mini Tyrell put on a dominating performance at Wake County Speedway, leading nearly every single lap, if he didn't lead every single lap, and took home the checkered flag. However, he did not make a friend in Doug Barnes Jr. The two had a run-in early on in the race during a restart that saw Mini Tyrell's car kind of run up the track, push Doug Barnes Jr. into the outside, into the marbles. He lost almost 10 positions. He's back fighting for like 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere around there after obviously restarting in the second position. He then would get spun out. He'd have to work his way from the rear of the field back to the front, and he was able to salvage a third-place finish, but really didn't have anything left in his tires to mount a challenge against Mini Tyrell and Connor Hall in the closing laps. Actually lost out on second place due to a late race restart where Connor Hall was able to get around him despite Doug having worked around him on the previous green flag run. So let's take a look at this here, and then we'll get some words from both Doug Barnes Jr. and Mini Tyrell, and really kind of focus in on what Doug had to say about how he is putting it in his memory bank about what Mini did to him. So here we go. Mini Tyrell is in the white and blue car there on the inside. A little beat and bang in there on the restart. Doug in the red and white number 88 on the outside. So really good, hard racing right here. This is what we expect from the Cars Tour, especially to, I would say, of its betters. And then Mini kind of gets loose or something happens there, clearly runs up the track, makes contact with Doug, and then you can see Doug losing wholesale ground there. He is now on the outside, back in 6th place, it looks like right here, and I think he would continue to fade around 10th. But let's look at this again here real quick. Hard to see exactly what happens there with the camera angle, but it looks like Mini is literally like ice skating up the track and then makes contact with Doug, who backs out of it and then again falls through the field. So that is what happened there, and really kind of set Doug behind on the night. This is what Mini Tyrell had to say to Matt Weaver following the race when he was asked about what happened with Doug Barnes and whether or not he approached him after the race to talk to him. Let's take a listen.
Is the key being able to get good restarts and make them race for second to allow you to get some breathing room?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my goal, was to, I know I got into Doug here and I just went and talked to him. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. I locked up the brakes and told me I was kind of using everybody up. But I mean, this is a really tight quarter racetrack, and the restarts get tight, and things happen, and obviously I want to get to the lead as quick as I can and get away from everybody. So that's what I did, and we ended up we went with victory lane. So it is what it is, but I'm just happy that we ended the night with a win. I'm happy as can be. I'm ready to party.
So that is what Mini Tyrell had to say. Obviously, very happy that he took home the checkered flag and brought home the win. But you can see there that he did say that he did try to go and talk to Doug about it. And he said that Doug said that he was using up everybody. I'm not sure if I agree with that assessment. I thought Mini Tyrell ran a pretty clean race other than that kind of run in there that he had with Doug Barnes. But let's listen to what Doug Barnes had to say about this as well. He also spoke with Matt Weaver following the race.
I just don't want an apology, I felt like I gave him enough room. I got a good run down the back. I had a half car length. I have to watch the replay, but I know he used me up. I had half car length, gave him plenty of room so I could get a run up off the 4. And before you know it, I'm about in the outside wall in 8th before I get to turn 1. And that ruined our whole night. And I say ruined because we don't have a P3 car. We had a winning car. And the incident with Cade never happens if that doesn't happen, and then we aren't in the back getting to him, because I tried to get to him on that last restart, but I just had no tire left. I used it all coming from the back to the front. So it was a good recovery, a good points night, because we want to be contenders, but it just sucks. Like, it's not what we're here for, so we'll keep it in the memory bank. I'm not going to throw away a race to retaliate or anything, I'm not interested in retaliation, but I don't want to be run like that. But if roles are reversed, I think me and him both know what's going to happen from that.
Is there
So there you go. That is what Doug Barnes had to say, saying that if Mini Tyrell happens to find himself on the outside of a restart of Doug Barnes Jr., he might be finding himself up in the marbles there. So it should be a fun rivalry to watch. I know these guys have had some experience running against each other in the past, obviously both racing at my former home track, Dominion Raceway. They're all two of the top guys from that track, so should be fun to watch them battle throughout this Cars Tour season. And obviously, I think they are two of the favorites to challenge for the championship this year. Obviously, Doug in a Lee Pulliam performance machine. Mini Tyrell, I think he finished third last year, was in the hunt. And then obviously, I think Connor Hall was there as well. So those are the top three guys that finished. Those were the top three finishers from Wake County, and I think those might be the three top guys to look for this season with the Cars Tour. So it should be really fun to watch, especially now that little bit of bad blood between Mini Tyrell and Doug Barnes Jr. And that's what we like to see, though, right? We love that short track racing. And Doug saying he has it in the memory bank. And I think Minnie knows that it's in the memory bank as well. So will be fun to watch them the rest of the season. But let me know what you guys make of this. Who do you think was at fault? Do you think it was just kind of hard racing? Do you think that Doug should keep that in his memory bank? Let me know what you guys make of this in the comments below.